Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for April of 2020. We've got Venus, Mars, Mercury moving fast and direct, woohoo! And also some new and full moons for you this month. Hey Julia, what's up with Venus and Mars for Sagittarius this month?
Sure. Well, hey, Sagittarius. So, great news because Venus, the planet of art and beauty and love as well, is going to be in your seventh house from
Mm,
April 3rd and through the rest of the month. So, this is a really excellent time for your relationship if you're in one, because wherever we have Venus is where we find pleasure. So, you could feel like there's extra harmony in your relationship right now. And if you're single, then this is a great time for dating. Now, the next planet I want to talk about is Mars. And Mars entered Aquarius at the very end of March, but it's going to remain in Aquarius all for the entire month of April. And that correlates with your third house. And the third house is all about communication. And Mars is where we put our energy. So you could be a little extra sharp with your words this month because Mars can also be a bit prone to fighting as well. And, just make sure that you don't say anything that you can't unsay.
mm.
The third house is also rules neighbors as well as siblings. So, watch out for possibly getting into conflict with them as well. Now, the last planet I want to talk about is Mercury. And like Jamie said, Mercury is moving super fast this month. So it's going to be going through three signs, which correlate to three of your houses. So first, it's going to begin the month in your fourth house of family and home. Wherever we have Mercury is where we do our best thinking and where we really put our mental focus. So your thoughts could be on your home and family at the first part of the month. Things like how can you make your home more satisfying? As well as, this could also be a good transit for communicating well with your family as well as with the people that you live with. Then on April 10th, Mercury enters Aries, which correlates with your fifth house. And the fifth house is the house of amusements. So if you do play any games, which Mercury loves games, anything like board games, trivia nights, video games, then your mind could be sort of extra active and focused on these things. The fifth house also rules children, so you could also be communicating well with your kids if you have any. Then on April 27th, Mercury enters Taurus, which correlates with your sixth house. Now, the sixth house is Mercury's house because it rules Virgo. And Virgo is all about organization and tidiness and good habits. So that's going to be a great time to sort of do your slightly belated spring cleaning and just kind of getting all your ducks in a row. And what else are you seeing this month, Jamie?
Well, there are a couple of moons, and they have interesting factors that are involved with them. The first one is on April 7th, and that is a full moon in Libra. And you can see it right here is the moon opposite the sun. And the moon is hanging out with Juno, which is retrograde. And this Juno retrograde, you can find out more about it in the 2020 news playlist on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology. And you'll find that it's really a relationship retrospective and a renegotiation period. So a lot of people are experiencing changes in their committed, deep, serious relationships. And this moon should bring up a lot of emotion during that process. So expect there to be strong feelings in those negotiations if you have them anywhere within this 3-day period surrounding the 7th. So you might want to really time your conversations around this. The other moon that we're having this month is happening on the 22nd. And that one is a new moon in Taurus. And here you can see it, moon in Taurus with the sun falling in your sixth house of work, health, service, and personal organization. And Uranus is already there. Uranus has been in your sixth house for a year or so, most likely, and has the rest of Taurus to move along through about another 5 years. And Uranus is bringing a great deal of restlessness, a sort of an electric, jumpy, twitchy quality to this area. So it can be really smart to do things for your health that manage the electricity in your body while Uranus is in your sixth house. And when a new moon comes along and taps into that Uranian electricity, then these things can really be emphasized. New moons are also times of new beginnings. And another thing about your sixth house is that it is the house of Taurus. And so some themes here might involve money and changes in your finances. Now, the thing to know about this new moon is that in this moon, Uranus is also squaring Saturn. Saturn's over here in Aquarius, forming a square to Uranus and the sun and moon. So this is why we've dubbed this particular new moon rule making versus rule breaking. And those themes of, do I go by the same old rules that have always been, or do I make more rules and just try to get things structured? Or do I abandon structure? Do I break the walls down? Do I look for experimentation, innovation, and try to bring up the new? So that dilemma is very much a part of this new moon. And because it's a moon, it can be emotional. And because it's a new moon, there can be a quality of new beginnings, planting seeds, fresh starts. So all of those themes come down in your house of work, health, service, and personal organization. So, this particular month, there are some strong relationship themes going on with Mercury moving through the fifth house, which is creativity and children and fun, but it's also the house of love affairs. So it's a relationship house. Venus moving into your relationship house, but yet there are also strong themes of career with this moon and also with Mercury getting ready to be passing through that house. So you might feel like some, if you are wanting to know more about these things and you're wanting a reading, you might want something that can span both of those themes. And that would probably be a natal and transit reading, really would be the best choice. And I think that's all the news we have for you this month, Sagittarius. Hope you had fun with that. You can always find our horoscopes on our website at pandoraastrology.com/horoscope. And you can always find them on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology, organized for you by month, along with news videos there organized by month and some videos about the news of the year as well. And we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.